experienced it even before, like I was like as a minor.
Unaona vile ulikuwa umevaa, ulijiletea maneno.
You feel like she's your property.
To me, it means it is violence, whether it's physical, emotional, and sexual kind of violence.
To me, it means any sexual act or form of harassment directed towards someone because of their gender.
It's not something good to harass our children or our women.
Inamaanisha dhulma za kijinsia.
Basically, for me, it means any type of sexual harm based on your gender.
Forced sexual misconduct, so that's what I understand by sexual SGBV.
Mi kilema naweza kuambia ile ukikitaji unaona sexual harassment zile za kiman za kidem vitu zo happen.
When women are beaten up by their husbands or vice versa, because in some places it happens the wife beats the husband.
These are violences that are directed to people against their will, mostly in relation to their gender.
The guy said he raped her because she was drunk.
She was asking for it.
In fact, I'm doing this for you, I'm beating you, this is for you, it's not even for me, I'm helping you.
We are married.
If she didn't dress like that, then she wouldn't be in this position.
We are dating.
You feel like she's your property.
Why wasn't she at home at this time?
Wewe ni kichwa ngumu, I'm beating you because you know when ni kichwa ngumu.
I've been to parties where just because I flirted with you, gave you some few sweet words, you feel like you're entitled.
So somebody assumes that just because someone's dancing with you, ni kama they have to go home with you. They're just having fun.
Unaona vile ulikuwa umevaa, ulijiletea maneno.
I'm with her, she's blacked out, I'm taking care of her. Then you find many chicks waking up the next morning, have no idea what happened, you're in a daze.
Well, I've ever had a friend and he said the girlfriend is the one who actually provoked him.
Nope. Bado.
Yeah.
Personally, no.
I've not experienced any.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
I haven't, but I've heard stories.
Mimi ni mgeto, siwezi kuwa na hiyo experience. Ndio pia sisi tumegrowishwa na ile design za when ni man unafaa protect zako. Unaona? Sasa kuna vinyo unaweza kubali mse interfere na hiyo boundary zako na nini.
But I've heard the stories, I've had experiences.
Walking down the street, a random guy just passes and spanks you.
I've seen people beat each other, but personally I haven't experienced.
So what happened to me was I was one day in CBD and I was meeting somebody. So I was standing on Mama Ngina Street and I was on the phone calling the person I was meeting, and somebody was walking from the side and he's walking towards me, and I'm thinking, okay, it had just happened that the same person was a disabled guy, and he had a walking stick, he had one leg shorter than the other, so I thought he's moving towards me because he's just trying to maneuver around those people. And so he gets up to me and he grabs my boob and he pinches it, and we stood there in shock, me in shock, and I remember smacking him on the face like, what is wrong with you? People's reaction was like, wewe, unachapa kilema wewe. But that was I'd say possibly my highest level of gender-based violence I've experienced.
I've experienced it even before, like I was as a minor. We'd gone to some competition at Science Congress, the competition we needed to go to so that to qualify for nationals. After the event was over, we left our teachers. It was late, and we were at a boys' school. So walking back to the bus, it was just like field, like bare space. So as we were walking, we just start noticing boys walking towards us. We didn't even think much of it, So as we were walking, and then all of a sudden, someone gropes me, my friend as well, and then they're closing in on us. So we had to run to the bus. And then upon reaching the bus, the driver had to lock the doors and like he was holding to fend them off. That's just one. Two, I was working with all the women in my family. Like we are crossing a busy road. I'm still in high school, like I'm a minor. I'm dressed vizuri too. As I was crossing the road, I was the last person. Like my grandma, my mom, my aunties, all of them, niko nyuma, I've been left behind, and then someone just like spanks me. I'm a minor. The third one is a bit difficult. I was working, let me call it an organization, in 2015. And then we just happened to be in the office with my superior, and he just pinned me on a wall, me in a struggle. So the thing that saved me is that someone came and opened the door. So that's just a few.
Let's say, for instance, you're working in bus station. Then do the guys on this side, the touts on this side, there are those people who are beba. So yeah, there's that. So you're working there, someone mishandles you or does something wrong, and you try to raise your voice. So these other will be there trying to put you down, like, hey, madam, unapiga kelele nini? Wewe ndo umevaa vibaya, ungevaa hivyo kama ukutaka attention ama ukutaka kushikwa. So you go out, you have male friends, they call you like, Izao, let's grab a drink. So, yes, you go, you drink. Then they have an unruly friend who they cannot even control him.
Unafikiriaje hiyo story?
Uonge ukweli.
That way you feel.
It's really saddening, and
It makes me feel sad, makes me feel angry.
Kusikizana na mwenye mnaenda dialogue. Akikataa, enda. Akikubali, sawa.
It's me giving permission to someone else.
Granting someone permission.
permission to do something.
Agreeing or giving permission to someone when you are of sound mind.
So it can be a permission to do anything.
But consent isn't consent if the person giving consent is not of the right mind or under the influence of a drug. At first, ukipata hiyo ruhusa inakuanga fun and games, unaona? Kuna place inafikanga, wewe mwenyewe una get carried away. Juna ni kama pia hiyo venye hiyo ruhusa imekupatia guarantee ya pali nyingine. Ni kama msana kukukaribisha sito unataka kwenda mpaka bedroom, unaona?
We need security for our girls and our women. But because in Kenya there is no, even if you report it, it's as if there is nothing that is being done. We need to do a lot. If I had 2 sons, I would tell them, please keep off from such things. Be responsible men.
As much as I'd want to protect her from such, I really can't, because at the end of the day, she has to go out to the world each day, and I can't be there.
I know the situation in Kenya it's not as great as we have wanted to be.
Kwa hii sahi kwa street ni wase wa hash, Nduthi gang, Makanga na Kamagera. So kama unaweza pita tu kando yao, bora tu usipite karibu na wao, hiyo ni better. Hao sengine unapatanga wa Nduthi wamekaa tu kwa base nini, hao ni wase wanapiga tu mdomo, wako gani, naweza kuambia nini, wanaoga my witness, wanajua all about everything and everybody, unashika. So kama una jeshi ya maboys nini, wewe cheza tu kando. Na unajua kivuruga ndio tunaweza kufanya. Geuza wao kima sahi. It might be hard dealing with these issues as a woman every day.
Things are going to be better for the girl child as time progresses.
But as a brother, I'm here to support you. I take a bullet for you.
Na pia zikihappen watushtua ndo kutafuta huyo mtu.
GBV is happening, and the experiment confirms that yes, GBV is happening, because a number of the participants said that they've either had a story or they've been victims, they've been affected. And somehow the society is normalizing it, so that excuses created that don't walk along streets where there are young men or there are touts, which is actually wrong and against the law, because the law protects you everywhere, in public space, in private space. So we just need to intensify application of the law to ensure that it applies even in those dark streets, or even where they are the conductors or the touts so that they are aware of the law and they know that action can be taken. I'm sure if action is taken against one, a number of them will desist from that because we've normalized the culture of, for example, catcalling women. Just the other day about the bottom up, you see it is now being used against women. So it's just working on the social culture, but let us use the law to shape our culture because the law recognizes all our dignity as human beings.